So here we have my 1997 Chevy Cavalier. I bought this car about a year and a half ago. Paid about $500 off Craigslist. Not the 97, so you'll notice it has a 2000 and up front end. And I just did a conversion on it. I just like the newer look. I figured it's a little bit more sleeker than the older one that they had. I mean, it's not perfect. You got dents. Bubble one sticker. Rust. I mean, it's the Midwest. This is actually a common area for these J bodies. And you look at the rocker, you got more rust. That is a project I will tackle later because I definitely want to keep this car on the road, and I will not let that be the death of it. I really do like the teardrop shape that it has going on. And then look at all that glass. It's got such a big glass surface area. It's really refreshing this day and age. Especially when cars, you know, their windows are just getting smaller and smaller. It's got the blue Chevy bow tie badge. You'll notice the performance ones had red. But this is just a base model. Now stock, we got 14x6 steelies. It does have the factory OEM hubcaps. Now, as bad as it is on the rockers, the bottom of it actually looks pretty good. It had this beautiful, beautiful undercoating on it, which did the trick. I mean, for being 23 years old, it does not look that bad down here. You'll see it's two-tone. That is not intentional. I eventually want to get this all painted one color. But in the meantime, you know, I just threw this thing on because it had the factory Z24/LS Ducktail Spoiler, which I'm a huge fan of. I have the video on my channel. It was just me installing it. But yeah, it just fits the lines really good. You'll notice on the headrest I do have Rally Sport on there. This is actually a factory option. My car didn't have it. I managed to find this at the junkyard. Rally Sport is just an appearance package that was available for the Cavaliers at this time. And what it was is you got 15-inch 15x6 steelies with hubcaps. So it's an inch bigger than stock. This embroidered on the headrest. And that same logo would be plastered right here on the quarter panel. And it just says Rally Sport. And then you see my bumpers, how they're gray. Well, the Rally Sport option, they were body colored. And that's what makes the Rally Sport. Nothing crazy. Alright, let's go look at the engine. So this car did have the 2.2 overhead valve, inline 4-cylinder. So it's just push rods. It's a very simple engine to work on. You'll notice I have a strut tower brace. I got that off a Cavalier Z24 convertible. You know, it's the extra chassis stiffening that they had to use once they chopped off the roof, so I just snagged that for my car. This does have AC. I mean, it turns on, but it blows out hot air, so obviously I gotta probably refill it or something. I'll worry about that in the future when it gets warmer outside. It makes 120 horsepower and 130 pound-feet of torque, which isn't a lot. I mean, it's 0 to 60 in mid-nines. I mean, it's an honest car. It's what it is. It's not meant to win any kind of speed trophies. It's got good mid-range power. It's great for zipping around town. I really like this clean aero look that it has. And there's my instrument cluster. Now, it originally did not have a tag from the factory. That was an aftermarket thing I put on. I went on eBay and got a gauge cluster with the tach, and I just popped it in there. And that being a 5-speed, I kind of don't really need it because you can kind of just go by feel, but it's just a nice little touch to have. It's actually a very clean design for a dashboard here. Good old GM cassette player. You got a lot of different adjustments you can make on it, which is really cool. This is pretty faded. It's on the chopping block. I gotta eventually put a new one in there. Getting around to it one thing at a time. Now, I really love the view on this thing. Just look at the greenhouse. Oh, look at all that glass. God, it's such a great view. Alright, let's hear this thing start. Now my car's already warmed up since I drove over here, so I can give it a few revs. And that just about wraps up my 1997 Chevy Cavalier walkthrough. Until next time.